G'day, I'm Romz, and this is my Reus playthrough part 3. In the last chapter, it looked like one of our villagers was getting greedy. The greedier a village is, the more likely they are to attack other villages. Not good. Remember, greed grows if a village grows too fast. And that essentially happens if one village has basically more resources than the other. But it also happens if you've got massive growth, as we'll see as we click on this village, massive growth in one area compared to the others. And this is not good. We can decrease greed with danger by making our animals that surround the village more dangerous, or we can increase the ore. Now, we increase the ore by planting things like strawberries and other good stuff like that. And we'll do that as soon as this dude picks up his stuffs. Now they're all doing something, everyone's off somewhere. He just planted some elderberries, so these poisonous frogs can increase the wealth to these 2 tiles. And wealth is what we need for this particular workshop, or this particular building that this village has decided to build. They provide lots of benefits and lots more resources, so they're always a good idea to focus on. Okay, so everyone should be off doing something except for Rastamon. He has ran out of useful tasks for the time being, so I'll run him. Actually, he can start leaf aspecting some stuff around here. He leaf aspect that to turn it into tomatoes. Let's call the whole thing whatever. And the nature of that square is 5. So I might wait, actually stick around mate, I might wait until his bonus appears, because that's, geez, that's really good, you know, like it really makes the aspect a lot more stronger than it would have been otherwise. So, Rockman just placed that down, and it gives it 10 wealth. It's next to an animal nest, so we should consider putting animals on this side. So it's got enough wealth. It's actually increased, as you can see, 5 wealth, 10 tech. And it's done that from this mineral here in our borders. I might be better off putting plants there, because that'll give me 10 more wealth. But if I put it there, I'll get 5 more wealth, 10 more tech. And this particular let's see what the advanced mineral brings up. It's okay to chop and change. Anything's not. None of the resources are permanent and such that you can change them at any time. Just means you have to upgrade them again and what have you. Okay. So it's 10 tech, and it gives plus 6 tech and plus 6 wealth if it's next to a mineral, which it is. So we don't have to worry so much about this here. In fact, we might turn it into topaz or salt with the crystal aspect this asshole gets. But for the time being, more tech, which is what we want, more bonuses here, which is what we want, and lots more fun and games. Okay, so Rockman actually has another task. I really want to sort this landscape out before a village gets to it. I don't know if villagers can actually settle on this kind of land. I don't know if villagers can settle in mountain ranges. It's going to be interesting for everybody. Rastaman is still waiting for his cooldown. I always get worried when they're standing still. That's not a good sign. So, it's put... Oh, I put it... What? What? What did I do? Oh, I didn't do anything. That's why. Next to a planet. So, I'm just setting these up. If a town takes them over, Hopefully it goes... We can go that side, hopefully. So, cool. That's that symbiosis set up. You can come and put some wealthy clownfish in the land, or even more wealth. My food might actually be a better idea, so we'll do food. We can just walk there. So, okay, what we did here, we picked up an ambassador. We clicked him, and that unlocked the crystal aspect for this particular god. And this is great because we can run over this way and increase or give it a crystal aspect. Ooh, but it actually doesn't upgrade with the crystal aspect. It's always a good idea to give an upgrade aspect rather than just a passive boost aspect, because you'll still get the passive boost with the upgrade aspect. But it's better to have room to grow, not have to redo all this stuff. Okay, that'll transmute it to salt, which is not beneficial, but there was one mine over here, if I recall correctly, which would benefit from being salt. Who cares? Wasted power up for the time being. This town needs more food, it's apparent. So I'm going to put these fish here. Desert village, okay. Where did you settle? Right on the cusp of the mountains. That's how they do business. Right, they don't actually settle on the mountainscape itself. Okay, that's good to know. So you can come here as your next order of business and drop this down for us. Because when he creates an ocean on the mountain, as you can see, we'll level the mountain out. Sweet. Desert village is there, they've got plenty of desert to cover. Some squares not really used. Animal nest. Stick around, buddy, you've just got useful. We'll worry about the clownfish later. So I'm just going to quickly set up everyone's tasks. He's on the run to do something I'm not entirely sure of. Upgrade that, bro. Rastaman is still waiting. Okay. It's been upgraded. Should I upgrade that? Yeah. Let's do it. Let's just fucking do it. Hey. Or upgrade that. Too many choices, people. Too many choices. Rockman has idled, I think. Or he's coming over here. I'll wait for him to start building his project before I start smashing mountains out around the place. This town's getting bigger and it's taken over another additional square. Fantastic, I guess. I've got to actually upgrade my animal aspects of things before we go any further. So, let's upgrade this to a strawberry. And as you can see, it's kept our bonus here, because it's still a plant, but plus 3 food if thanks to a blueberry or strawberry, plus something or. It's actually given us a negative outcome, because I would have preferred to have the science from this crap here, the 8 science and the plus nature, but whatever. Whatever. We all make mistakes. A swamp ambassador has appeared because we finished our tool shop. This is handy because I like when this screen appears. It tells us what we're actually going for. So, migrate ability, allowing you to move natural resources around. Herd aspect, that sounds good. We don't want to really upgrade our plants or our minerals just yet. Ocean Giant. Whoa, we can't give it to our Ocean Giant because he's already got an ambassador. And you've got to spread them evenly amongst your dudes. So, migrate, I haven't really found a use for it as such. Seismic ability. Let's do toxic aspect, because then we can put Nightshade down here, and it'll go to our benefit. Yeah. So you've put your animals down, so we'll get you to come pick up the ambassador. They always take the shortest path, left or right, which is fantastic. You've upgraded that, so when we upgrade it with an aspect, actually, seismic aspect. What's this do? You should always go. Transmutes it to salt. 8 wealth. Salt is not my favourite thing, but we'll go that way. Nightshade danger in the other town is not where I'm at the moment. Cool. So food. Oh no, food there, my friend. That'll produce more food onto the land, which lets this town grow a bit easier. You're starting to expand a bit further than I had hoped, but we need more wealth, so I might put a plant there. Dandelion is as dandy as anything. Your cooldown would have cooled down by the time it happens. Rustamon's doing nothing. What's Rustamon going to do? He's going to plant some berries in our crap town here. Okay. Didn't you put animals down? What animals do you put down again? That was the other guy next to a mineral. If you say you're not next to a mineral, so we do want you to stick around, and I want your plant. I want your fucking animal thing to cool down. That's cool because this has appeared. Sorry for the swears, kids. Okay, so this gives us plus 10 food, plus 5 wealth for each animal within borders, stacks up to 3 times. Okay, so this gives us a focus. Now I know that while this ginger here is giving this town some sort of science aspect, I know I can just fill up these 3 spaces here with animals. Which animals? I don't want the mantarins, even though I can't upgrade them at all. Martins, mantarins, whatever. Martins, because martins aren't going to they're not going to synergize. So I want the exotic animals, but I also wanted another dandelion here. So I guess hedging the cooldowns, let's just do one thing at a time. You, on the other hand, are putting fruit down that nobody wants. It's always really good for this fellow at this time until he upgrades his animal hunt aspect and makes the place a bit more dangerous. He's just good for blessing the land, as it were. Okay, pushing onwards. I'm not entirely certain I want to transmute these just yet. Yeah, not just yet. Not just yet. Strawberries will give us lots of food and lots of ore. So if I have just 3 sets of strawberries here and I upgrade them with lesser growth aspect that this guy, that plant man offers. Okay. So before you do that, mate, while you're here, just quickly upgrade these plants, or that plant, or these plants, because it actually doesn't take long for it to cool back down. What did we get? What did we get? Did we get a greenie? No, we got a lesser one. So it's not the best. Not the best, but if I'm so inclined, this has got a plus 7, so I'm optimistic. Yeah, yes! As you can see, the lesser one gives us plus 2 food, plus 1 nature, whereas this gives us plus 4 for the potent food, plus 4 food, and plus 2 nature. So it's just better. Way better. And I can upgrade them to strawberries, which are good next to each other. But they don't give me the science that this town desperately needs. It only gives us food. So if we switch to a food focus later, it'll be good. But for the time being, just having the bonuses on there are very good. He's still standing around looking like a wood duck. Just checking. Still got to level that out. Everyone's on the move. He's taking ages for his stuff to go, so let's just move him over here for funds. So as you can see, when we upgrade them, sometimes, when we upgrade them, in fact, can't redo that just yet, but I would like to replant them to get a better bonus, as it were. So, we lost our wealth, and that's a shame. Science is a bit better than wealth, but what we've done here is that this is stacked up 3 times. This takes up these 3 plant spaces here. This opens up the ability for us to get wealth on this side. Now, I don't think Rockman's picked up his ambassador. He has, and he's got seismic activity. So while you're there, let's do it. Hopefully, we get a good aspect from it. Oh, we got a potent one. That's just amazing. I'm really happy. So what we'll do, we'll upgrade it to salt, because at the moment we're not getting much food. We're getting a bit of wealth, but salt will give us as much wealth, as much science, and that. And because its symbiosis is plus 5 tech, and plus 5 wealth for each non-salt mineral next to it, it's symbiotes or whatever next to marble. And that's what's giving us our decent returns, as it were, while still keeping our quality smith. We can actually start looking towards putting down more minerals, but like I say, this basically this same stack on this side, and because look at the space it takes up. It's now taking up this crappy bit of wealth here, this decent bit of elderberry, upgraded stuff here. Like I said, people, this is a game of indecision. It's a game of where am I going, what am I doing, why am I standing around doing nothing? So while he's put that down, while your cooldown's waiting, let's go ahead. I want your exotic animals over here. I want your exotic animals right there, son. The more exotic, the better. And you are going to level this mountain out. Right there? No, let's level it out right on this apex here and see how bad I stuff it up. Rockman has upgraded to Salt. It now has another aspect slot for old mate to put crystal in. So as you can see here, if I can manage to get potent crystal aspect onto this particular resource, I can upgrade it to Onyx. And I haven't seen Onyx. Onyx might be better than Salt. It doesn't quite say. Flourishes with more nature, giving more wealth. Well, this square, it's got a little bit of nature. Not as much. No, it actually has no nature. Nature comes from the plants, as you can see here. This little green area of effect, and it actually pumps up the neighbouring. Yeah, so that's going to be no good. Well, it's good to have options, isn't it? Everyone's rolling except for Rockman. Rockman is undertaking top secret project. Top secret. Do I keep the strawberries? Bah, top secret. Smash out minerals here. Of course we can. You've stopped because we're waiting for your cooldown. Your plant aspect. Let's put plant aspect on here because we've only got the two plant based aspects at the moment. That can't hurt. It cannot hurt at all. It's just made this a lot better. More nature and more tech. See, that nature bleeds over to these squares as well. Not so much the town square, but these particular squares. That helps in some cases, not really others. As you saw with the Onyx, if we had high nature, high resources, high wealth. But for the moment, I'm just stoked that there's two potent aspects on this resource patch. So now he can fertilise yet another patch. I might fertilise this patch here, so we can put another Crabman potent growth aspect on. He's doing his job, everyone's doing their jobs. Let's let it roll. As you can see, 6 minutes into an hour-long match. And it's taken me about half an hour, 45 minutes to get this far. This is going to take forever. I don't know why I even started this, but hopefully it's interesting for people to watch. He's upgraded that square. We'll wait for Crabman to upgrade it further. So while you're doing that, son, I'll get you to come over here for no real reason. I'll get you to start on. So we've got a big patch of land there that we can put an ocean in and settle more swamps and more forest land, and we'll do that. But we'll see how this goes here first. How's your greed going? Oh, you are greedy. You are bloody greedy. But we've got an even growth keel there happening, so it doesn't quite matter. They're not going out of control, but they definitely need more food, and he's got the food. He's got the food. Rockman, he's got the rocks. A gate. Marble is better than a gate. Can I turn it into marble? I can't. I can only turn it into topaz, which gets better next to plants. Salt gets better next to other resources. Cool. Well, it's giving us more wealth. It's giving us more wealth, and you've got to be happy with that. We can place an animal nest here, and that'll only benefit exotic animals, of course, because exotic animals gives us wealth. At the moment, oh, a desert village. Okay. Okay. okay, there's food here because of the martins there. That happened. That happened. Okay, it's all good. Monals. Eventually, once I've sort of got a better plan, or once everything's sort of set in stone, I can unpause the game and really let it run. But for now, we're placing more exotic animals down. They do good next door plants, so the monals are better than the martins in that respect. We can't upgrade them just yet because I haven't unlocked the ability to. But they're giving their wealth to these squares here. These two squares here. Which is good. Eventually, when this starts to take from this stone up here, it'll be a lot better. I've got to get more animals in, so because of this here, because it's a shrine, I need more animals within its borders. So let's just place an animal there. That was painless, mate. You were waiting for that shit to happen. And another ocean won't really go there. That, for all intent and purpose, is desert land. I might be able to do something with these two patches here. Maybe, probably not. Probably, maybe, maybe not. Let's get another ocean happening. Now, oceans will take over. If you look here, if you look at the actual... No, well, I don't care. If you look at this, the actual sphere of influence takes up that patch of land. So if I can smash it right up to the border there without worries, I can do it this side too, and fertilise that desert land. But I think that's going to work in my benefit, because one of my at least one of the things I'm focusing on is a 300 prosperity village. If I've got 2 desert villages, that helps the cause. I'll put that there. That should give me a decent patch. That should give me a very big decent patch of green land to play with, about that much there. It'll give me that much. That'll be good. So, your job now, mate, is to dig an ocean right there. Your job is to scratch your head and look like a fool because you're not really good at this stage for what I want. Actually, no, you can start working on this village. Let's put some more food down, because fruit from this guy gives food, plants from this guy gives tech, and yeah, it goes on and on and on and on and on. Rockman, trade post. Do I have a trade post already? You can click these up here to see your project's underway. You can click this to see your towns, but for the most part, our projects, that's coming along well, sort of, not really. It's getting there. We've got the resources needed. Not really. We need more food. That's about to happen with this. More food from that. Okay, and that's going to be looked after. So we've got enough food and wealth from there to look after that cause. Oh no, we can take over that space there next to a plant. Yeah, okay. I'll put another lot there. Let's go ahead and put that there. Even if I'm just going to waste the cooldown, because even if it's no good for that space, it's gonna be good for that space. I'll make it good for that space. Your job here, mate, is to upgrade with crystal aspect. Oh no, that's going to be no good. Your job, for the time being, we want more animals. So, just thinking here, folks. Just thinking here. Maybe I'll do this here, just to time my animalness better. I did want animals over here to increase wealth, or here, because we've got enough food, we've got enough science. We just want wealth for here, and that'll make this pop, and that'll make that increase the wealth of these 2 green spaces here. You're going to put your animals. You're going to put your animals right there, and it's going to be interesting. I did want you to waste your cooldown though, so I'll put you there first, then run you off. Rockman, what are you doing? What are you doing? Standing around looking silly. Upgrade seismic ability to salt. Topaz, wealth and ore. The salt on this side gives us decent everything, so I think that's the way forward. the animals over here are not going to do what I want them to do. That's going to give me more tech. That's going to give me more wealth. Do it. Okay, we're just doing this here, folks. We're just going crazy. So you've put your withered shrub next to a mineral. That's okay because we can upgrade you later. Now hightail it over to this village is doing okay. We're waiting for that to sort of. Can't really wait for it to get any bigger. It's getting bigger by itself. Might put some resources over here. I'm going to need you to maybe increase the wealth here. We just need more wealth. It's a growing concern. This here. So we'll put, because we want this to turn into salt and sit next to a mineral. And sit next to a mineral. And this actually, if it's next to a plant, we can do that on the other side, but let's hope this. It's got 8 fertility, so we can only hope for a lesser seismic. Oh, that's just underwhelming in the complete total, every essence of that. So we'll put down another gate, and we'll try that again. As you can see, put it down again, gives us a fresh slot. Now we can hope for the best here. We'll get another shot at it. Yeah, that's what we want. +3 tech, +1 ore. If at least 7 nature, +6 tech, +2 ore. So we've got 8 nature on this square, which comes from these strawberries here. They're just so useful, what can I say? And this is giving us a lot more benefit. Now, we want to transmute it. We're getting 8 wealth, 6 tech. Let's see. Actually, hang on. Yep, that's what we're getting because of this aspect here and the nature of this gate. So we'll see what we get when we transmute it. 5 fruit, 10 wealth, 16. Nice, because of the mineral next to it. And we need a plant there. What are you planting? You're putting animals down, aren't you? Cheeky. Okay, so he stopped the ocean because I stopped him. So we'll get him to redo the ocean. Okay. So what I might do is end the video here and might jump forward in time. I'll play the game a bit, get a bit further ahead in time, put a few more things down, and hopefully that'll be a lot more interesting than sort of watching me pause the game. I mean, we're at nearly at the hour mark almost, but in the actual game we've played 8 minutes, and in 8 minutes we've settled 4 villages, put down plenty of resources to sort of get it going. As you can see, everything's starting to max out now, so it's just a case of upgrading the squares and filling in the land around it. So I'll do that. I'll get back to you. Try not to leave too much of the good stuff out. And if anything good happens, I'll press record. I'll keep you informed. Keep it real. Thanks for watching.